All right, guys. My name is Tyler, aka Nanogenics, and today, guys, I'm joined by a special guest for, yes, the first time, Mr. Zenrot himself. Zen, how's it going today, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. It's nice to finally make this happen after, what, we were like 5 months into...
It's been a bit. It's been a bit. You know what? This is actually our second take on this. The thing I was thinking about is Zen and I were on a modcast together. That's what it was. Because I was like, I know we've done something together,
That's
and it
true.
was
we
a
did
modcast.
do one of those.
So, guys, I'm going to put a link to Zenrot's YouTube channel as well as his Twitter down below. Go give him some love on both those platforms. Zen, what are we talking about today?
All right, so today we're going to talk about, now that they're finally all out, we're going to rank the 120% hero and villain leaders and how they stack up. We
are. So I want to note a couple things. One, how we're going to rank these are based absolutely on their teams. So, their supporting units and everything else that will be going into the number 2. We're not ranking LRs here. So, we're not ranking just overall damage output is obviously a factor, but not a full factor. So there are definitely some things here. You know, your list for these may be different, but he and I kind of collaborated on this, built this list out, and here we go. Is there anything you want to add to that, Zen, before we hop in?
No, that looked pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. So Zen, tell the people, what is our number 10 120 unit?
All right, number 10 120 unit. In my opinion, worst one in the game. Kid Buu, Extreme Intelligence.
Yeah, so actually, you know what? We should probably go about this differently the way I worded that. So probably more like breaking down just Extreme Intelligence 120, Extreme Tech 120, Super Strength 120, because yeah, the unit itself, Kid Buu, you and I both agree is actually a really good unit.
Yeah, if this were like a rainbow team, if we were talking about like on a hero and a villain team, I would have him pretty close to the top.
Yeah, Kid Buu is awesome. I like Kid Buu. It's just his team. It's like, it's so weird with the Vegeta that doesn't necessarily link that well with the rest of the team. Buhan has kind of fallen off from his like crazy days, in my opinion anyway. You may not agree, but I do.
Completely agree. Buhan is nothing anymore.
Yeah, so yeah, Extreme Int kind of falls short of what we're used to. And another thing too to think about this as well, guys, as we're moving through this, especially if you play JP, and now that we're hopping into this on the global version, is that you're going to also notice that some towards the bottom list you don't ever see on your guest list or friends list too.
That's true.
So there's another part of it. So at number 10, we've got Extreme Intelligence with Kid Buu as the leader. So number 9, we have the SSJ3 Broly team, which is super sad because, guys, I've been talking up Extreme Tech for a long time. And right before, actually, did LR Goku Black come out before? He came out before we got the Broly. Yeah, he came out before. Mm-hmm. So then after seeing that unit, which obviously Nano LR Genics, so, I didn't expect to actually pull him. But after seeing that unit, I had a lot of hopes for Extreme Tech. But after running that team, minus, of course, the LR Goku Black, but even Dino Rhymestyle having ran that team just... It lacks. It just I don't know how else to say it. It just feels...
Yeah, it doesn't have it, man. It just doesn't have it.
It just doesn't. It should have been someone other than Broly probably as the lead. I like the SSJ3 Broly. I think he's cool, except for his absolute and awful defense debuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. For you guys that maybe don't know, haven't paid too much attention to this, we've got a lot of new players this week. SSJ3 Broly, he does have a solid increase on attack whenever you get orbs, but then a absolutely crappy minus 10% defense for every orb you obtain. So,
and since it's 10%, by the way, that means that if you get 10 orbs, his defense is completely zeroed out because that's minus 100%.
Yeah, it's not, like minus 1,000 defense or something like that. It's a full-on percentage. So yeah, if you get 10 orbs, you're completely at 0
Yeah,
defense.
It doesn't matter how much defense you get. Because it's a percentage, 10 orbs will zero him no matter what.
Yeah, which is not good. So that's why Extreme Tech hits at our number 9. I also want to note something too before we move forward. By no means, though, can you not still beat pretty much everything in the game with each of these teams.
Oh,
so
God,
even though we are ranking them in this way, we're saying Kid Buu is on the low, SSJ3 Broly is on the low. You can still use these teams perfectly fine and still run them. We're just giving them a rank, and we're kind of explaining as to why that is so. So, Zen, tell the people what is number 8 on our list.
Super Android 17 Extreme Agility.
So I like I would like this team. I was never able to pull the I don't think he was Hellfighter, but the AGL 17
in the coat, the Ranger
in the trench coat. Yes.
Yeah.
I was never able to pull him, so I never have actually properly ran an Extreme AGL team because he's an absolute staple unit on that team. But outside of that, like Super 17's kind of gimmicky, having to block attacks to boost his attack is kind of a weird thing. It's cool, but it's hard to give that. You sound like you want to add something. I'll let you go ahead.
Well, I think Super 17 is almost completely the problem with this team.
Yeah. So, because the LR androids are fine. I really actually the AGL banner is dropping. We're recording this on the 12th. The AGL banner is dropping very soon, actually. And I'm hoping he's on that, the increased one with the Rildo and the Pan. And I kind of actually want to pull him and actually still try this team out, but I don't know why they did what they did to him.
He takes ages to. They changed the mechanics of the game to make him better, and he's still not that good. That should say a lot, I think, about him.
Yeah. He's got a decent defense. I mean, he can block pretty well. Kind of well compared to when I ran him on my full extreme team. He was obviously one of my primary blockers with Janemba. But yeah, I just like what I was gonna say though is the thing here is the problem is that this unit introduced maybe like before the SSJ4s would have been like, oh, okay, that's not bad. But then you give us someone like Goku who gets an insane defense buff while also a crazy output, and then you compare it to this guy and you're just kind of like, man, huh.
Yeah, like even if you don't buy into Goku being able to block, even though he can, I know a lot of people don't like that argument. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is an upgrade from this guy in every single way, every conceivable way.
He is. But again, I just want to remind everyone. Still, this team, Extreme AGL can still rock stuff, can still do whatever you need it to do. So if this is your lead, but at the same time, as we just said, you'll notice these three on the bottom are the hardest to find on your friend and guest list. That's the thing.
I was about to say that's nobody's lead. Nobody mains this team.
Moving forward, though, our 7th through our 1, you could pretty well find all of these guys to some extent, a little bit more so than you can these 3. So number 7 is Extreme Strength with Janemba, and I hate to say that because I love Janemba as a unit. Janemba as a unit by himself, I actually really like this unit, but his supporting cast, man, is just like...
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I like that Janemba, I think, is something that the game kind of needed, because the game's super, like, for a while, it was slap 120% attack on him, and that's the new leader. That was all their passives. And Janemba has a really fun, interesting passive, and his team is just trash.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, I'm ready to see what happens with the once they introduce the units like Tien and Semi-Perfect Cell, like the Rildo, like the Pan. I don't know that it can fully save this team from maybe making it bump up one, especially with what our number 6. I mean, 1 through 6 are like full on staple teams on this game.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure,
absolutely.
even above these guys. So I don't know that it would make him move up a spot on this list, but it would definitely make the team a little bit better than what it is right now. So moving forward. Number 6. What is our number 6 in?
Number 6, you're going to not like this, and I know you won't. It's Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku Super Tech.
So I actually had this guy a little bit higher, but after kind of talking it through, I kind of sort of came to the conclusion that I liked him being at this spot as well. But this team is a ton of fun. This team can absolutely wreck face, and also you still see quite a few SSJ3 Angel Gokus.
I would say... Prior to Gogeta coming out, he was probably like the 2nd or 3rd most common leader.
Oh, yeah. I actually still see quite a few of them. He hits like a truck. His supporting cast is actually... So this is weird. It's actually a pretty big jump from 7 to 6 here because you get through Kid Buu, Broly, Super 17, and Janemba, and then once we get to our 6 through our 1, it becomes a little bit harder to maybe actually put these in their rankings.
Yeah, this is the point where it gets kind of weird because the last 4 teams, the bottom 4... all have really big flaws that you can point out immediately, that most people can look at and say, yeah, that's an issue. When you start getting to this point and up, it really is kind of nitpicky what the little differences are.
It is. Like, so, for example, your kind of thing with this is that this team takes a little bit more like micromanagement, which you said maybe isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I kind of agree with that too, because it doesn't necessarily have like anyone that can truly block for you. But your damage output is insane. I don't know. I like this team a lot, but I like all the teams moving forward a ton. I honestly like all these teams. The only one I kind of have had my main issue with is the Kid Buu and the Broly.
Right.
Just because. And the extreme. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying. Yeah, extreme string's kind of not. When I have Zamasu on a team, string Zamasu, I'm just kind of like, man, what is going on right now?
Yeah. What
Anyways,
happened?
let's move forward with number 5. With number 5, Vegeta. SSJ4 Vegeta. And the main reason why this team is just absolutely redonkulous and gets a little bit higher than Goku on the list is because of our main man, Super Vegito.
It's all Super Vegito, dude. He's so good.
Does so much. Yeah, especially with the attribute system, getting crits on counters, being his defense, getting to an absolutely ridiculous amount. And his boost, not so much. I think people put a lot on his boost and want to put him in that top slot. I know I've had some times where people are like, Nano, what are you doing, man? Why are you putting him in the front? Yet I'm countering like 4 attacks in the second slot. And I'm like, dude, the countering of the 4 attacks is way better than the 25% boost to everyone after the fact. So yeah, no, Super Vegito is still a monster. SSJ4 Vegeta with his solid defense and solid attack is still pretty good. How does he rank on overall attack? He's a little bit lower now with
Are you
Gohan
talking about Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta?
Yeah.
If we're talking about a top 10 and including the LRs, he is either very low or not on it anymore. He's edged off slightly.
Okay.
I don't remember which one it is because I don't have the list in front of me.
Yeah, no. And to be fair, we've got to a point to where hitting 1 million isn't like a crazy deal anymore.
No, that's pretty expected for a primary damager on a team.
Yeah, because right now, nearly everyone we've listed can hit 1 million. Broly can hit 1 million. Janemba can get close. I think Janemba hits at like SA10 with some decent orbs, like at around 800, 900,000, something like that. I'm sure with a crit. I mean, anyways,
with a crit, he can break it easy.
Yeah, but anyways, we're not here to talk about who all can do the damage, or this ranking would be maybe a little bit different. But anyways, number 4. Was it back to you? Because we actually didn't talk about. I was gonna do like a kind of trade-off thing, but I think it is back to you. What is our number 4?
Number 4, and this is the weird one that kind of defies everything we've been saying before this, but it is Extreme Physical with Final Form Cooler.
Yes.
And this is the one that totally deserves to be a staple team, and it's one of the best teams in the game, and nobody runs it. Nobody.
It is. Like, what's cool though, I will say this, and I feel like a lot of people are agreeing on this. And I think Riku just made a video talking about this, but I've seen a lot of people that are like, I'm holding out for Cooler on global. Like, I didn't go for him on JP, or maybe I don't play JP, but they're holding out for him on global. And I'm excited that a lot of people are saying that because, yeah, so this does go against what I've been saying. You don't see a lot of Coolers. I've seen a few more lately, which has kind of been interesting, but you don't see a lot of Coolers. But this team is amazing. Cooler as a unit is awesome. It's fun to run. Full Power Frieza comes back as an absolute staple unit to have on a team, which you could probably put Full Power Frieza on your extreme team too. But those two linked together is so good. Goku Black, like, it's just a good team.
Speaking
and
of
just
people
a fun
holding out
team
for
to run.
global, that Goku Black buff in global is gonna make this team even better.
No, yeah, it's gonna be insane. Yeah, no, Cooler is going to be an absolute must for me. I told myself, I have all of these units on JP. I've told myself if I can't pull them on their respective banners, I'll be okay moving forward on global. But Cooler is one that I absolutely want to run, and I absolutely want you guys to try and go for as well. Which leads us into our number 3, our boy that we just got here on global, SSJ4 Goku. This team, without a doubt, this team without a doubt is, once we get to this part, like, I feel like all these could easily, like, depending on how you want to argue it, can easily go up to 1.
Yeah, any one of them. Well, I don't know about that just because of who we have at number 1.
Well, no, yeah,
but
number 1,
2
yeah,
and 3
yeah.
is like, it's a complete crapshoot, to be honest. There's very minute reasons that I think this team is 3rd.
Absolutely. And Goku obviously has his best friend, SSJ3 GT Kid Goku, which makes
an absolute ridiculous card in his own right, by the way.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's the thing, is this team has so many good people. Super Gogeta, once you actually get him to a decent amount into the attribute system, becomes absolutely stupid, especially on this team. And, like, this team, well, you guys know. We've had this team for 5 months now. People who still run this team. SSJ4 Goku still populate my JP friend list. And
yeah, I don't think anyone's curious as to why Super Saiyan 4 Goku is as good as he is.
So, number 2. You want to tell everyone what our number 2 pick
number 2
is,
and this one might be contentious. I'm not sure. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Super Physical.
And a big thing to note here was if they had not changed him, he would not be where he is.
No. He would probably be below Cooler or maybe even Vegeta for me if they didn't change him. After they changed him, he's wild.
I really thought they would do this to Broly. I really thought with the outrage of Broly's defense debuff, they would be like, wait, okay, no, never mind, guys. Here you go. Here, we're changing this. We're not doing this. Yeah, I really thought they would, but they didn't budge on him. But they did budge on Gotenks. They changed Gotenks. And yeah, Gotenks does an absolutely super amount of damage. His team, obviously, with Vegito Blue. Like, I feel like that's all you got to say.
I could talk about Vegito Blue on Super Physical for hours.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's absolutely insane. The man can get off 4 super attacks. If you have him anywhere close to being 100% in the attribute system, he's going to do absolutely insane. He's going to tank like crazy. His counters are going to crit, and then of course having double SSJ3. Like it's just a really good team. Just a really, really, really good team. So number 1 though. Number 1 team, obviously we've named off everyone, so you already know what it is. No suspense needed. But it's Super Intelligence Gogeta. And the reason being, not only is this guy I'm pretty sure he's the hardest hitting one out of all the 120 leads. Not only is he the hardest hitting 120 lead, he has the hardest hitting unit in the game, which is LR Gohan.
Yeah, I think that this team is pretty much to the surprise of nobody that it's number 1.
Yeah.
Gogeta,
so,
even without LR Gohan, I might have this team at number 1 just because of how ridiculous Gogeta is on his own. Because we're going to talk about LR Gohan a lot, but that's not to undersell Gogeta at all. This card is absurd. He's broken in my opinion. He's too good.
No, yeah, he really is. And what's funny, so there's a little bit of background on my Gogeta. Alex, the gaming claw, he tweeted something out, and just so I could reply back to him, but not give him my friend codes, I actually don't have him added for some strange reason, is I actually gave my Gogeta 15 crit. He's like, hey, can I get someone with 15 crit? And no one was replying back to him, so I was like, I can do it. I'm just going to do it. And I have yet to invest the stones to get him back to having more additional. I think he's sitting at 11 additional 15 crit, which is not what you really want on your Gogeta. But to be fair, when he gets crits off, it's still insane. But yeah, I really need to change that. It was all for a troll tweet. But yeah, this team, even because obviously I don't have LR Gohan, but still this team does stupid
I love how you preface every LR description with obviously I don't have it.
Well, I mean, I guess it's obvious. So obvious is obvious, obviously, but like I feel like I need to. The meme has grown so strong that I feel like I need to mention that. So yeah, no, I kind of agree with you. Even without LR Gohan, this team is just absolutely nasty.
It has a lot of units that get really slept on. Like no one really talks about Rage Trunks, and I don't know why. Units insane.
Yeah, Rage Trunks is really good on this team. SSB Vegeta is really good on this team. Plus, I love that guy's super attack so much. It's one of the more unique super attacks, which is why I really enjoy him. A fairly easy super attack farming too, and not really quote unquote farming, but let's be honest, there's a stupid amount of Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas in this game now. So he's not too hard to max his SA. And this team, yeah, just overall offers so much. Anyways, guys, there you go. You guys have been asking me to rank out all the 120 leads, and we finally did it, and I brought my boy Zenrod over here to join me and talk about it.
5 months in the making.
5 months in the making. And to be honest, though, that's how long it took to release all the cards anyway.
That is true.
There you go.
It timed out perfectly.
Guys, definitely. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, guys, be sure to go check out my boy Zenrod down below in the description. This was obviously a video, like we just said, 5 months in the making, and obviously everyone has their own opinions on how they want to rank these characters, but I would love to hear back from you guys what you guys think about our list, maybe what your list looks like, all those things. If you do here, consider subscribing. If you enjoy this video, consider hitting that like button. Otherwise, guys, Zenrod, Nano, signing off, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.